Hey guys, I'm Disney Dad, and today we're going to do a live stream, a little bit different than usual. I'm going to start getting into live streams a little bit more, but I think it's going to be helpful, especially if we can get some Q&A done, get some questions answered, kind of giving a vibe of what's new at Disney World, what's going on with Disneyland, and all the Disney parks in general. But today, there's a couple things I want to talk about, like that we just found out about Disneyland reopening. They're going to be opening up on April 1st, which is kind of incredible because they've been closed for over a year now. So there's going to be a lot going on at Disneyland. They have a lot of regulations where they're going to be limiting the amount of people. I think they're going to be doing 15% indoors, 25, I think, is about what they're going to be doing for the outdoor activities. This is new and exciting because I know there's a lot of people over at Disneyland that can't wait to get back in their park. But like I said, just came out a couple hours ago. There's not a lot of details yet, so we're hoping to get some more information we guys can share with you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Check out our website, disneydad.org. There's a lot of information over there. So, but the main reason I wanted to get on here was kind of go over some of the new things that come out with Disney World with their mask policies and kind of give the feel of what people are thinking about it. I've been there recently, so I know what it's like to have to deal with the masks at Disney World. One of the things that they have recently changed is that at restaurants now you have to actually wear the mask up until you receive your food, and then therefore after you receive your food, which is new. They used to be allowed to sit down at the restaurant, take your mask off, do what you want to do, kind of relax, get a mask break when it's been a long day, hot day at Disney World, especially in Orlando. It's a big deal for people with kids. I know for us, it's going to be a little hard because that was our only real break to not have masks for the kids. So I was wanting to see what you guys feel about that. If anyone's been to Disney World recently and understands, how hot it is and how you really need those breaks. So you guys can let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. But there's also a lot of good things that the Disney World does with masks, and I totally respect that. And they're doing good with making sure people wear their masks, especially in the crowds and on the rides and in the lines. So that's very good, and I very much appreciate that. But it seems like sometimes you got to weigh the benefit to hassle, and it seems like making people wear masks for that little bit of time that they do get to sit down at restaurants and kind of get a break from the heat, take the masks off, especially like I said, with kids, it's a big deal to give them a break every now and again because there's no other real place to give them a break, especially if you don't have a hotel room, you're just there for the day. It makes a big difference not having a place where you can take masks off and relax. So, I mean, like I said, they do a lot of great things with keeping masks on during the day and the rides, but it's kind of a give and take. How much do they really get back? Because when people are eating, you're still not wearing the masks. So you're going to have a restaurant full of people that don't have masks on. So you don't really win that battle as having that extra 5-10 minutes of relaxation for your guests where they can take the masks off to really protecting many people for that extra little bit of time because the mask is going to come off while you eat. So it is a new policy. I haven't yet experienced it because I haven't been to Disney World. I know I'm planning on going to Disney World probably about next weekend. But how about you guys put a comment down below when the next time you'll be visiting Disney World. And now Disneyland, April 1st, like I said before, Disneyland will be opening April 1st at a 15% capacity indoors, 25% capacity outdoor rides. So that's pretty huge news. I just found out probably about an hour ago, so I wanted to hop on here and let you guys know. But comment down below how excited you are about going to Disneyland again. I mean, that's pretty cool. I know we've had Disney World. We've been spoiled here and had Disney World a little bit longer, but I know people over in California are definitely itching to get to Disneyland. So comment down below if you think you're going to head over to Disneyland, if you feel safe, if you think what Disney's doing over at Disneyland. Like I said, they haven't released a lot of information about what's happening over at Disneyland. All I know is the capacity and kind of they're going to handle it kind of the same way they do with Disney World. And the fact is, masks everywhere. You're going to have to be, hand sanitizers, and they're going to have limited space and lines, 6 feet apart. All that stuff's going to apply at Disneyland, but it's going to be a lot more limited. So I know Disney World right now is operating a lot higher than 15% inside. I think they're at like 35 to 40% right now. But Disneyland is only going to be about 15% inside, 25% outside, which is a very small number for a park that size. So you're definitely going to be able to tell that there's not going to be a lot of people at Disneyland at that time, which will be nice if you're in there. You don't have the ride wait times. And if they handle everything the same way they handle at Disney World, you will feel safe. I feel incredibly safe at Disney World. So I can only imagine that Disneyland is going to be the same way when they open back up on April 1st. But I don't know if they're going to have more strict rules because of California and how they are with their COVID response. But I'm hoping that it's going to be similar to Disney World. You guys are going to love it. I don't know if the masks are going to be a little bit more stringent over there, but like I said, with the new things that they're rolling out at Disney World, it could be very comparable to Disneyland. So comment down below if you guys have been to Disney World lately, if you've appreciated all the mask rules that they have. Like I do, I definitely appreciate it. I definitely feel safe. You will feel safe if you go to Disney World, and I promise you, you'll probably feel safe at Disneyland too, if they're anything like Disney World. But like I said, comment down below if you think these new restaurant mask policies are a little too much, or if you think it was much needed after being at Disney World and you saw how open they are at the restaurants with the masks. So like I said, very exciting news about Disneyland. I can't wait. I'm definitely going to try to get to Disneyland this year because of the limited crowds. I would imagine they're going to be with the new restrictions that they have going on with the capacity limitations. So I miss Disneyland. I will want to get back there sometime this year. So glad that they're opening April 1st, and I cannot wait. So I got a comment here. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for joining the video. Great. I love new people. I'm so glad you found the channel. We're just talking about how Disneyland is opening up on April 1st. This is new information. I think they just released about an hour or two ago, so it's pretty awesome. I don't know if your park, you normally head to Disneyland or Disney World, but I'm pretty excited about Disneyland. Even though my home park is Disney World, I definitely want to get to Disneyland this year now that they are opening up. But it is going to be very limited. I'm sure they're going to have a reservation system just like Disney World. You're going to have to make a reservation for the park in order to get in at their 15% I have here, and a 25%, 15% indoor, 25% outdoor. So April 1st, you're going to be able to go. It's going to be awesome. Yes, I know. I just found out about an hour ago about Disneyland. It's very exciting. Yeah, you definitely should make a journey over there, maybe later on this year when they open up a little bit more, but it's definitely worth it. Like I was saying about the mask policy, I did cover that, about how Disney World kind of tweaked their restaurant policy with the masks, and how I think it's going to affect some people, especially with kids, because they need that break. I have two young kids under 6 and 2. So when we get to that restaurant, it's at one time where we could take the mask off, really, because when we go for our day trips, there's nowhere else that we can really take our masks off. We don't have a hotel or anything to go back to. So it's definitely going to affect people and the kids. But like I was saying, I think that the way that they handle the mask situation at Disney World is great. I think everything else is great. I think they do a great job making sure when you're walking around, you're eating everything, either you're standing still and you have, right now they have it so if you're walking around the park and you're eating, you can't just be strolling around, sticking food in your mouth, drinking water as you're walking around. They are very strict with that. You have to stop and stand still if you're going to eat and drink. Take your mask off, eat, drink, put your mask back on, and then move. And there's a lot of people around Disney World that will enforce that. They stand all over the place. They have their little mask things to show you, hey, put your mask back on, or they'll just straight tell you, sir, please stand to the side if you're going to eat. I know we're pushing our strollers and we're trying to eat while we're going. We don't really like that, so you can't do that. But with the restaurants, it was our one place where we could sit down, take our masks off, wait for our food, take that half-hour, 45-minute break where we could have our kids relax. And that way, when we were on the rides, it was a lot easier to make them wear their masks because they got a little bit of a break. So we would go on the rides and say, hey, bud, now it's time to wear your mask. And they say, okay, it's a little easier to have a little bit of break and then enforce it later, and then try to enforce it for, 8 or 9 hours while you're at the park. It's crazy. It's very hard for young children to hold on and wear that mask that whole day. So like I said, it is a little bit of a bummer. Definitely did enjoy sitting down and having the time before and after meals where you could really take that mask off. So it is a little bit of a bummer, but comment if you guys have experienced this new mask rule and whether you think it's going to work out for you, or you think it's going to be more of a pain. I know when I posted on Instagram, you guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's DisneyDad471. Go check it out. I'm always posting different memes, different tips, tricks, news, all that stuff. It's great. You guys can check it all at disneydad.org on the website. But when I posted about the new mask changes for the restaurant, a lot of people were pretty upset, and a little bit more than I was expecting. People talking about how they're not even going to go to Disney over at Disney World seemed a little bit much for me. I mean, I'm not going to not go because of the extra limitations they're putting on the restaurants. I think that's a little crazy. It is a little bit hassle. I mean, some of these people don't even have kids, so it's like if I didn't have kids, it wouldn't be as much of a deal because I'm a grown adult. You know, not having a mask on all day is not a big deal. But there were a lot of people that were pretty upset about it, saying, I'm canceling my trip, this, and that. I'm like, you guys need to calm down. I mean, we are in the middle of COVID. I know it's rough. People don't like masks. If you don't want to go, no, you don't have to. But I don't think it's that extreme. I think it's a little bit more of a pain in the butt, like I said, especially for kids. But for full grown adults, I don't know if I'd cancel my Disney trip over a little bit more of a mask limitation in restaurants. It's a little much. But thank you guys for so much for joining. I love getting on here. I need to do more lives when we can have a little bit more back and forth, get some questions people might have. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Like I said, there's the Disneyland opening. I know there's a lot of questions about that. We only have very limited information. It was very recently released, and they didn't really say much about what is exactly going to happen except the capacities. Like I said, the 15 and 25, and then they're going to slowly roll out. And it's going to be the same for all the parks there, Universal, Six Flags, all the parks in that area. You're going to have the same kind of limitations as Disneyland, which is okay because 3 or 4 months ago they said they weren't going to open again at all, and now that Disneyland is opening, it was kind of like a 180 that the California government did, where they're like, hey, we changed our mind, you guys can open. So it's pretty exciting news. I'm definitely, when I get more information, I'm going to put it together in a blog article. I'll throw it up on the disneydad.org for you guys to read when we get all that information. I got a little bit of information here that I'm probably going to post, and maybe an Instagram post later, so everyone can be aware of that Disneyland is opening, because I'm not even sure a lot of people even know that it just happened. And like I said, this wasn't a plan for much of anything that I mean, like I said, we just found out. It's not like they've been talking about this for a while. Like I said, a couple months ago, they were closed indefinitely to California. So this is great news. I'm very excited. This is going to bring Disney. I know Disney's struggling right now. When you guys heard yesterday about how Disney is closing, I think 60% of their physical stores, their brick and mortar stores, and they're going to try to focus to more of an online presence for selling, streaming, all that stuff. They're trying to survive right now with COVID. It's very hard with the hit they're taking at the box office, the hit that they're taking at the theme parks with them being limited, Disneyland not being open, Disneyland in France and Paris has been closed for a long time now too. I know they tried to reopen, it didn't work out, and then they closed again, and they've been closed since. So Disney's taking a hit. So like I said yesterday, they announced 60% of their stores are going to be closing, the Disney stores, which is huge. I know a lot of people love those Disney stores. I love those Disney stores. My kids love those Disney stores. It's awesome going there, walking around, buying stuff, seeing all the new things. But like I said, 60% of them will be closing, which is huge. They're trying to survive. Disney's trying to do the best they can. It's great news that Disneyland's going to be open because they get that new source of income coming back in. I know Disney World has taken a huge hit with their rides. A lot of the new rides and shows and stuff that they were planning have slowed down dramatically. Dramatically. They've slowed down a lot. I can't say that word right now, but they've slowed down a lot with the new rides, and it's out of control. They need to generate some more income before they're going to be able to really do the things they want to do. I know the big anniversary is coming up this year, which is a shame because they had a lot of things planned. I know some of them, like the Tron roller coaster, is still going to open. Ratatouille is still supposed to open. We have the Beauty and the Beast and Epcot that's still supposed to open. So they still have some things that they're going to open, but it's not going to be anywhere near as big as what they were planning on doing for this anniversary, which is a shame. COVID definitely put a hit on that. But with Disneyland opening, hopefully they can get some of the other parks open, like Disneyland in Paris, to get open, generate some more income, release some movies in theaters again, and that will help definitely. But I'm so glad you guys joined. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. You can always find me, like I said, on Instagram on these videos. Leave questions. I always answer everything that people post on my videos. I'm always interacting with you guys. I love the community that we build, this Disney community we build together. It's great to bring all these people together. It's a lot of fun. We all love Disney. We love talking about Disney. All these new things are always so exciting. I'm so glad to have you guys. You guys are great fans, great interactive community with my Instagram. I mean, I just love it. Yes, I am so excited for what they have planned for the anniversary. It seems like, yeah, like you said, it is toned down, but the big ones, the ones that I'm really excited for, like the Tron, Ratatouille, those rides are still coming, which is awesome. I'm so excited for that stuff. The new fireworks show at Epcot, that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for those drones and stuff. I mean, that's going to be really cool. I need to make a new video about that, updating all the information we have about that. I think there's been some test flights of those drones and the fireworks and testing of that. It looks really cool. Harmonious. That's the name of the Epcot fireworks show that's coming out. Like I said, we have Ratatouille and fire and Epcot. We have the Beauty and the Beast and Guardians of Galaxy. That's another big one that they're gonna still come out with. Those, I mean, Epcot's gonna be cool. They have their new front entrance that they're building. I've been watching them do construction on that, posting updates on that. That looks really cool. I can't. I mean, Epcot's getting a big makeover, and it's well deserved because Epcot has been neglected over the years. I do believe. But like I said, we still have Tron over in Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom. That's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for the anniversary. Definitely, I know a lot of it's been booked up. The first couple of days, obviously, the reservations been booked up. That's another thing with the reservations. They've actually pushed that out, I think, till 2022 now. So you can make reservations from now to 2022 for Disney World, which is huge because it shows you that Disney is planning to have this reservation system in place for a long time, which I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of a pain in the butt, and I can't imagine in 2022 that we're still going to be dealing with this COVID stuff the same way. So it kind of worries me that they're thinking that far ahead to have a reservation system. It kind of worries me that it might not ever go away, or it might not go away for a long time, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, for people that live around Disney World, and like I said, Disneyland's probably gonna have the same reservation system. When you want to pick up, like, hey, Saturday morning, it's like, yeah, there's nothing else to do. Let's go to Disney. And you kind of try to book that reservation, especially when they're at full capacity. It could be, when it's back to normal and everyone's going, it could be a little bit more of a pain in the butt. So pushing that reservation system out to 2022 is kind of worrisome for me, but they're doing it anyway. It's something we might have to deal with, making reservations for Disney World and Disneyland for a long time. I have a feeling that a lot of these COVID changes aren't going to go away anytime soon, that they're going to be here for a while, even after COVID kind of calms down, maybe through this year into 2022. The Flower and Garden Festival, I have not. I'm planning on going to Disney World next week. So next week I should have some information. One of the new things I have been doing with this channel is more vlogs. So I've posted, I think, 2 so far, family vlogs of us going to Disney World, experiencing it together. You guys can come along and watch. I did one for my son's birthday, and then one for some random trip we did some Saturday. We're like, hey, let's go to Disney World. So vlogs are definitely going to be something in this channel I'm going to do a lot more of. So when I go, I think, like I said, next weekend, I think we're going to get a hotel room, go over there for a day or two. I will have the Flower and Garden vlogs posted. So I'm hoping that the vlogs go over well. The subscribers and newcomers, they enjoy it. I mean, my kids are funny. They love Disney. It's great. We have a lot of fun. So getting better at vlogging. It's definitely a skill. Trying to capture everything, getting it, storytelling and all that fun stuff. But I will continue to vlog if it goes over well, like it seems it has. So next week, look forward. So if I record it next Saturday, I'll probably launch it the following Thursday. So definitely look forward to that. The Flower and Garden Festival over at Epcot. Look forward to that vlog. So alrighty. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Did you guys see that article I saw a Disney thing about people like spitting and the way they've been treating the cast members over mask enforcement and things like that, and how nasty people have been. I couldn't believe when I was reading these articles. I was like, so much for being the happiest place on earth. Like, how can you treat other human beings like that because they're asking you to wear a mask or telling you to put your mask? I couldn't believe it. People are so disgusting sometimes, but man, I can. Oh yeah, a lot of people have quit over the Disney stuff, the mask enforcement and the way people have really just been straight nasty about it. I mean, it's if you're going to, it's private property. You follow the rules or leave. You don't treat other human beings like that. I mean, come on, they're just trying to do their job. It's crazy. Yeah, happiest place on earth, and people are being absolute, jerks to people that are doing their jobs. It's all over. The whole way this whole country has dealt with the whole mask thing is just it's been crazy to me. Just wear the mask or go somewhere else. I don't know what to tell you, but Disney has their rules. They enforce it. It makes you feel safe for sure. I'm definitely all about the way Disney does their masks and how they enforce it, and I'm all about it. Don't get me wrong. When I'm there, I feel safe. I feel like Disney's doing their job, and to turn around and to treat cast members like that, it's just not acceptable. Just don't go. It's that simple. All right. Like I said, I think that's all I have covered. Make sure you guys definitely subscribe if you're not, so we can do these live chats more often. I'm hopefully trying to get these to probably once a week, like when we do our video premiere, like we just did for the How to Save Money. If you guys have checked that out yet, I just posted the How to Save Money at Disney World in 2021 this year. There's a video up right now. It premiered before this live chat. So I think I'm going to start doing the premieres and then follow that up with a live chat. We could talk about the video. If anyone has questions, if we can, go over things that, happened in the news like we did today, like the great news of Disneyland opening. So I'm going to continue and do that. Like I said, probably once a week. I'm going to try to go live on Instagram more too. So make sure you guys follow Instagram, Disney Dad 471 on Instagram. I also on TikTok. So we'll try to go live on multiple platforms and keep you guys engaged. Like I said, build a community, stay together, love Disney as a community, as I say. And thank you guys for joining. I'll check you guys out next time. Alrighty, see you guys.